India's power grid is expanding at a violent, breakneck pace. We are stringing high-voltage lines and plugging in devices faster than almost any large economy. This photograph shows part of a vast solar installation. In a single year, the country added 45 gigawatts of solar capacity to the grid. We bought 2.5 million electric vehicles in that same window, rolling out charging networks on sidewalks and highways to keep them moving. And to handle the staggering data load of a modern digital economy, we are rapidly deploying sprawling server farms and new 5G cellular towers. When you look at this massive physical footprint, it creates a powerful illusion. It looks like India has built a fully independent, self-sustaining infrastructure ecosystem. But rip open a fast charger, push past the copper wiring, and look deep into the circuitry. You will find a stark black ring. This is a soft ferrite core. It is a dense, sintered block of iron oxide, manganese, and zinc, baked at roughly 1200 degrees Celsius. It has no moving parts, it makes no sound, but its specific magnetic properties dictate exactly how electricity moves through every modern power supply. Without it, the grid simply stops. This map illustrates the production pipeline for these ceramics. China completely dominates, controlling 60% of the world's supply. Zoom in on India, a nation of 1.4 billion people, and you find exactly 4 producers. Only one operates as an open market domestic supplier. We poured billions into a sprawling energy revolution, yet left the physical structure dependent on a microscopic piece of ceramic we completely forgot to manufacture at scale. That single open market supplier is Cosmo Ferrites, operating out of a solitary plant in the Himalayan foothills for 40 years. They are serious engineers. They have baked specialized cores for European automotive giants like Bosch, and even qualified components for the launch vehicles flown by ISRO, India's space agency. But competing globally in heavy ceramics is brutal. Chinese factories operate massive state-subsidized kilns. They slash their production costs by using virtually free iron oxide waste, sourced directly from massive steel mills. Cosmo does not have access to free raw materials. To build their cores, they have to import 100% of their raw manganese and iron oxides from abroad. This bar chart tracks Cosmo's recent operating profit. By 2024, foreign cores were flooding the Indian market at prices lower than what Cosmo paid just for raw dirt. The math broke. They bled cash for 5 consecutive quarters. When imports land below the cost of raw materials, engineering prowess becomes irrelevant. Cosmo was caught in a trap of simple arithmetic, leaving India's power electronics supply chain months away from extinction. Finally, after a 15-month investigation, the Indian government woke up to the massive vulnerability in their supply chain. In March 2025, they intervened. The state slammed a 35% anti-dumping duty on imported Chinese soft ferrites. A month later, they went on the offensive. The government explicitly added ferrites to the ECMS manufacturing incentive scheme, backing it with a 40,000 crore budget. Together, these two policies erected an iron wall around this previously invisible, unprotected niche. When foreign dumping drops prices below the absolute floor of physical materials, aggressive protectionist economic policy is the only tool left to keep a domestic tech sector alive. However, this protective shield has a specific structural vulnerability. The anti-dumping duty is not a universal barrier. This diagram illustrates the caveat. 2 of the highest volume producers on the planet, Hengdian DMEG and Yibin Jinchuan, were found not to be dumping. Their duty is 0. Behind that wall, Cosmo entered this new era carrying heavy debt, with an interest coverage ratio below 1. While the policy provided a vital shield, the market remains dangerously skewed. The company's long-term survival still depends on navigating a landscape where their most lethal competitors face no tariffs at all. Then, in the quarter ending March 2026, Cosmo posted a net profit of 26 lakhs. It is a microscopic amount of money for an industrial firm, but it is their first breath above water in over a year. The factory didn't change, the policy changed the environment, and the math worked. And the demand weighting is staggering. Every new inverter, EV charger, and telecom tower requires this dirt. By 2030, this domestic market will be worth 4,000 crores. We are wiring an entirely futuristic energy grid, but its stability largely rests on whether this single, heavily leveraged 40-year-old factory in the Himalayas can withstand the coming wave.
If you like our video, please like, share, and subscribe.